What's up, everybody?
And welcome back!
Welcome back to the Anime Heads. We got a different kind of video for you guys today. We're going to talk about Season 1 of Kaiju 8.
Season 1? We just finished it.
Season 1 was actually really freaking good. Like,
I can't even think of like an actual bad episode. It's like, you know how you get some animes? It's like there's one episode that you probably like, I can do without, or I would skip
over this episode.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that, with Kaiju 8, there wasn't one as far as I can remember.
And to be fair, like, it's hard to find stuff to not like when it's like short.
Yeah.
When it's short season or short series, only got so many episodes. Like, it's hard to find something that you didn't like.
Yeah.
Because it's not a lot to pick from.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, they actually have like a good episode every step of the way.
Yeah. It
wasted like no time introducing us to the main characters. I would say characters as in Kafka and Ichikawa. Wasted no time introducing us to them, and you know, we got to see a little bit of their goals and what it is that they want to do, and we got to see like how they you know, their growth. They slowly shifted. Yeah. They slowly shifted, like, in a sense, what it was that they were aiming for. Like, initially, you know, Ichikawa just wanted to be on the defense force. Like, he wanted to be an officer.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I want to be an officer, but I want to be like a strong enough officer. Yeah, sure. I want to be a strong enough officer that my friend over here doesn't have to feel like he needs to do stupid things and risk his life.
Exactly.
You know, I want to be a strong enough officer that I could just handle that. Like, he don't need to, you know, take risks.
Not even just him, the whole like squad unit in all, I feel like kind of feels that way a little bit. You feel me? It's just like,
yeah, I mean, it got there. I think it got there. Like, they grew to like and accept him as they went through that trial, and everybody kind of passed. And I mean, he's the old dude, but you know, he's got a lot of humor. He's got a lot of humor to him. He's actually very intelligent about the kaiju, so it's like, honestly, when you're working with somebody that's like so very like knowledgeable about things, it does invite you to, you know, want to be around them more, right? Pick their brain and stuff like that, which was pretty cool to see. Is like everybody else was kind of like, they were on board. Like, they didn't even look at Kafka like he was some scrub. Like, he said, hey, like, this is their weak spot, attack them this way, and they like, all right, you got it.
He said their genitalia is right here, you feel me? Hit them with the pom-pom. We ain't gonna let them reproduce no more.
Exactly. Like, from start to finish, man. And the villains were interesting to say the least, but they were also like they made for pretty good fight scenes. They made for pretty good fight scenes every time.
Each one, it got more interesting, more crazy, more like, I like, bruh. From like, which homeboy, number 9 to 10 to Kafka himself. I
mean, breaking down like from the very beginning, you know, the first real big threat we see is Kaiju 9, and he pulls up on the scene and he takes Shinomiya out with like little to no effort,
bro.
And it was the craziest thing ever at the time, because like, we're looking at her like she the big dog.
She was the baddest. Made him even more dangerous too, because he was bringing Kaiju's back, wasn't he? During the
he was healing Kaiju's back,
and they were stronger.
He was healing back from death. Like, that dude, he got some powers like we need to investigate. We still got to learn about him. I'm assuming he's like the big bad of season 2. I'm assuming
you gonna turn to the mastermind or something.
Yeah, especially the way it ended. Man, like, just every stage of battling a kaiju, the stakes got higher and higher, because we're seeing just how strong these kaiju really are. Like, that's why they even opted to keep Kafka around. He's like, dude, the kaiju only getting stronger. Like, we need that kind of firepower on our team too.
Like, how many humanoids you want to run into? Each one is a problem.
I mean, you don't know how many of them are out there. Like, we don't know. So
facts, and I'm about to make you into a humanoid one in a minute.
I'm saying we're gonna jump into a thing here. All right, you know, we do tier lists on this channel.
From time to time.
Pretty fun thing to do. So we're gonna rank these characters
from S to characters, who's irrelevant.
All the characters on from season 1. Now, some of these characters, I mean, they probably made an appearance
for a millisecond or two, maybe
10 seconds of screen time tops.
Maybe 30 seconds if I give them that time.
Some of these characters are obviously very relevant to the story.
Some people I don't even know.
So we'll go through. We'll work from the bottom up. I like Ichikawa.
He's nice.
Ichikawa is a very
easily.
He's a very sound character.
Right.
I'm gonna put him at A. He's a very sound character.
I was gonna say at the very least a B, but you got him at A. I'm fine with that.
He
still growing and learning.
He's still growing. I mean, we see a lot of his growth slowly but surely. Like, he was, for what it was worth, one of the weaker guys when he first got his suit put on.
Man was part of the cleanup crew.
And next thing you know, like, suddenly they're like, he might be the next captain. Like, he got the potential,
and he got the determination too. You saw
he does.
I mean, that man said, "I want to go train."
He has a lot of fortitude to know, like, this is what needs to happen. I can't ask questions. I need to just trust in the process and work through it.
Yeah,
that's A tier for me. Kaiju 8 or Kaiju 9.
Okay, so again,
the thing with Kaiju 9, and I'm gonna throw him at B right now.
He's tricky, because initially, how he started off, it gave off like A, but then as we went through, he dropped down to C for me. Then as he, again, as it finished, he working his mind, not just strength and whatnot, and I would jump him back up to maybe an A. But again, like you said, B right there is cool for right now until we get any further.
I think personally, like, I think that Kaiju 9 has a lot of potential. Yeah, but they kind of just, after his appearance and whatnot, he got tore up by Kafka. I think they sidelined him for a reason, just to show that he's working in the dark and he's going to be the big bad in the next season.
You know what his real problem is? He played around too much. He should have just killed him. I mean, we didn't want them to kill him, but I mean, if he didn't just play around, he could have.
I think every villain, if they just got to work, I think a lot of their goals would be handled a lot easier. B tier for me.
Okay. I don't know who this dude is. Now, if I seen him, I don't remember him. Was he important?
With absolutely all due respect, I don't remember who this is.
Yeah, sorry. We don't know who he is. We don't remember. I mean,
maybe recency bias. I only saw the last couple episodes recently.
Right.
Maybe he had a part in episode like 2 or 3.
Yeah, maybe a huge part. Maybe he was.
I don't think he had a huge part. I feel like I would have remembered him. But I'm just gonna put him at the Who for right now.
Who? What?
This kaiju,
bruh.
Now, this kaiju has a lot of relevance.
It's tricky for me, though.
This kaiju has a lot of relevance. But as far as being a character goes, it does not have any.
Yeah, see.
So,
okay. Like, we only seen you, 2 times now, really? 2?
It made a total of 2 appearances when it first took Kafka's went into Kafka.
Yeah.
And when Kafka was battling internally with it.
Yeah. So
only 2 times at the beginning of the season and at the end of the season. Only 2 times that we saw that this character appear. C tier. C tier, no questions asked. This guy is one of the guys that was working on the thing with Kafka.
The cleanup crew?
Yeah. The only reason why I'm gonna throw him in C, is because the cleanup crew, and I don't think I see anybody else from the cleanup crew on here, so I'm gonna count them as a whole.
Okay.
And maybe this guy is actually, because it looks like he's got that same kind of
uniform
fit? Yeah. So he might be a part of it too. Okay. But he provided enough. Like, they provided some insight into Kafka's failures.
Yeah.
So they kind of told us, like, hey, we always picking up after this guy and cheering him on and
this, that, the other,
ready to say, hey man, I'm sorry it didn't work out. Kind of good little friends.
Supportive. It's a support group, man.
Whatever. C tier. If they're okay, now all I'm gonna say is, like I said, this guy he is vouching for the cleanup crew. So if these people are part of it, hey, just irrelevant. Right? Okay. Now this guy, let's talk about the chef, because this dude did something groundbreaking. He created a whole new grade of Wagyu beef. That is at least A tier for me.
Yeah.
I would almost put him at S tier, but we're not gonna go. We're not gonna go that crazy.
I mean,
A6 beef.
If I would have tasted it, and depending on how, you know,
A6,
I would have put him S. He might be S. I think he might go to S. He might sneak him into S because that A6 is insane.
We gonna like I said, we gonna review the list when it's over. He almost top of the A for me, but you know, Ichikawa's gonna hold it down for a while.
Right.
A6.
That make it right end all wars.
Man, this dude, he better than some of the chefs in goddamn Food Wars. He made A6 beef. This guy is that dude that pulled up with the sword, trying to be a tough guy, pointing at Kafka's neck.
Yeah.
That shit had me dying, cause like you mean to tell me you watched me almost die? You was watching me get tossed like Loki and just slammed and
right.
And now that he's passed out on the ground
due to his own actions,
passed out on the ground head first in the pavement. Now you want to be a tough guy and draw your sword. You better put your damn sword away.
Right,
Shinomiya.
Nah, she's nice.
My goat. She's my goat. She is nice with it.
She definitely,
she's gonna slip into the top of the A for me.
She definitely gotta be A because
she's
Ishikawa right there. Then
she's like right here.
Right.
She like one frame higher. She up here. Like she's close to S tier. She is nice.
Right.
She pulled up on the scene. She got mad confidence. She over here lifting Kafka car and tossing that thing to the side.
Bruh.
I was like, "Yo, you disrespecting my whip. Like, we gonna have to see each other about that."
It up right then
and then like I thought about it. Like, wait a minute. She just lifted the car with one hand. Like, let me try to fight my own battles. You know, let me think this through.
Don't care.
And then we saw like why she was moving like that. Like, she is nice. Like, this girl do not play. Like, she's about that. She was different, and I mean like. Everybody just kind of knew, like, hey, but like, she got it. Like, yeah, we ain't on that level.
Can't even compete with her.
We are not on that level yet. Like wow.
Vice Captain.
He is fast.
Yeah,
he is fast. Tough.
Skilled.
He's funny. He's funny because he like finds humor and stuff that's like probably not even supposed to be funny in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, but he ultimately is like super skilled at what he does.
Yeah, no.
Like his display,
he's the best hand-to-hand
his display of hand-to-hand combat was next level. Like, this is an anime that relatively is about guns more than it is about hand-to-hand combat. Like, everybody here know how to work a gun except for him. But he fighting like he on a whole different show.
Excellent.
He fighting like he not in this. He fight, man, like the way he was working at with that katana, the daggers or whatever. Like, that dude is nice, man.
It's the freaking twin blade Shadow Hashira.
He is different. I'm gonna put him behind Shinomiya though, only because she had a little more screen time than he did. And we got to see more of her character than we got to see of his.
Right, but we can argue that even the little bit of screen time he had showed off more skills than Homegirl. And
that is true.
If he was there fighting number 9, he would have put that motherfucker down.
He would have killed him. Especially knowing like the kind of level of like strength that Kaiju is. Like, he wouldn't have played around. He would have been going for the kill. But in the same breath, like I'm viewing this from an overall perspective, so that's kind of why like I'm keeping her in front of him. Just overall, like character wise, you know, I like her character more just because I really didn't see that much of his character.
Yeah,
but at the same, the same matter of fact. With that being said, I even put him behind Ichikawa. With that being said, but he's definitely nice. He's top 2 for a reason. Now, the main man himself, Hibino Kafka, Kaiju 8. He doesn't want to be called Kaiju 8, but he's Kaiju 8. This is a tough one because, like, part of me wants to say here.
Right. But that's only due to the Kaiju abilities or what?
Well, I mean, to his character.
His character, okay.
Like overall, like his drive and his passion. Like he lost a lot of himself.
Yeah.
And you kind of saw that in the first like half or whatever of episode 1. And a moment's notice, you know, this young kid shows up and kind of says like, hey, like, you know, I'm here, but you know, I'm trying to actually be a part of the force. And you know, some words of encouragement lit a fire back under him, you know, and now he remembers who he wanted to be all these years. And he found it in him to keep fighting for it, and you know, now he's on the force and he's, you know, trying to live out his dream. And
but he's trying again now though, because if he was trying all this damn time for real, he wouldn't be that out of shape.
There's a lot of negative negative connotations about him. He ain't giving that much effort into actually fulfilling the dream. He probably, you know, go home and get a box of pizza.
Yeah.
After a nice workout at the gym.
He probably reads a lot.
Well, he knows kaiju's in and out because of his job.
Right.
His job had him like
doing that, and he had to study and all type of stuff.
Nobody else. I wouldn't even expect anybody else to know anything about kaijus like him.
Man, probably
like
close to a doctor now.
I'm saying, like, you know, he is definitely more knowledgeable of kaijus than.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, so
he just ain't got that quick.
He's just not skilled, but no, he's got a lot of positives to his character, and you know that's why he's the first S tier. Kaiju 10.
God, this is gonna be a little tricky.
Kaiju 10.
I will put him A.
I'm gonna put him at A.
Yeah.
You know, I'll slide him above our chef, but he was a problem. Honestly, he was getting his ass kicked for a good amount of the fight, but then like he showed like, yeah, like I wasn't really playing around, like I was kind of messing around with y'all too, so you're like, let's like, was really good.
Homie pulled a sail. Homie said, I'm about to self-destruct and blow you. I love what you talking about.
He knew, and he knew like what his mission was. He was ready to carry it out to the very end.
Yeah.
You can only respect it.
Homie was even having fun.
He was having a lot of fun with the fight, you know, like a lot of things that he provided different insight to kaijus. You know, kaiju
humanoid ones especially.
Kaijus, you know, they like to have fun too, and he said he don't really get a fight like that.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that because I don't.
Just moving on. Director Shinomiya.
That's an S for me.
S tier
for me, yes sir.
Above everybody here.
Yes.
Let's hear it.
What do you mean, let's hear it? The man was incredible. Homie took on Kafka on his own, even though he was just, you know, holding back, trying to prove that he was human. But when homeboy went in berserk mode and started tripping, man, still in one piece.
He fought
at the end of
He fought Kaiju 8. Yeah, that is not Kafka. Not to me. That's not Kafka. Not yet. That's not Kafka. That dude turned red. That is not. That's not him. He fought Kaiju 8. But yes, you're right.
Came out with just scrapes on his face, you know, bandages or whatever.
He thugged it out. He did. He held it down like a G.
And no help. People were just watching. Dude, he could have got help. He could have asked for help.
Honestly, he really couldn't have, because clearly nobody else is on this level that he's
on. But you know, we see people do insignificant shooting bullets and rockets that don't do nothing.
Hell no. They
could have been a distraction. They could have been a distraction. At the very least, a damn good distraction. Because one good distraction.
Okay, I could give you that. That's true. Reno, he's Kafka's. He's not Kafka. Ichikawa's rival.
Yeah.
B tier. I'll give him that. I'll put him at the top of B because he was funny. He grew on me. At first, it was kind of like. At first, I think he was trying to compete with like the other boys, and then he kind of found his own rival right here.
Right.
And
it was just making him mad. It was pissing
but he did grow on me. He grew on me. His
at the end, he was pretty good.
You know, he needs more development, in my opinion. But I did like his character towards the end. He started to come around to He started to come around a little bit. This is that girl that we honestly really didn't even see until like the last couple episodes, similar to this girl right here. But she had somewhat of a relationship with Kafka, and enough that they was like on that mission. This is the girl he saved.
Okay.
When he pulled up, and she's like, "How'd you do that? You figured out how to use your suit?" That's her. That's her. So yeah, she C tier, average character. Average character. I feel real bad that I don't know these two names.
I don't know their names either, but we've seen them quite a few times.
We've seen them enough times that I can give commentary on them. I actually like this guy. Now he keeps having this weird thing where he's like talking to people about his dad, and he's looking at his phone, and he's looking at his contact with his dad. He was actually talking to this chef about his dad, and he's like, yeah, I haven't actually seen him, and I haven't talked to him since that day. And I personally think that there's something going on there that we'll see in season 2. That's just kind of the way my head's thinking. But he was cool. His little rivalry with Blondie over here was somewhat entertaining to watch. Just when we were learning about all the other characters and stuff like that. Right. Honestly, for me, they sidelined those 3 pretty hard. I'm actually gonna just throw him right here next to him.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sidelined these 3 pretty hard. When they first hit the scene, they were all stronger than Ichikawa, and now Ichikawa's like dang near on I think his level. He's I think stronger than him, but he's smarter or something like that. I don't remember, but we need to see more from these guys in the next season, in my opinion. Yeah. But I think that they're a nice little side cast to kind of have hanging around. Now, for the last addition to this thing here,
this is rough. I want to just throw her an S, just because top dog right there. She got the blaster. She be putting down the bigger kaijus or whatever. But it's you feel me?
To me, I think every time she was on the screen, something big happened.
Yeah, she had to
something big of some sort occurred. Right. Anytime she was on screen.
Well, yeah. Well,
we saw her.
She's the captain.
But I'm saying just in general, right. Kafka, even
he's just a grunt. So you won't see him all the time. She's a captain. Anytime she's on there, it's a threat.
No. I'm not talking about in battles.
Okay.
I'm talking about in general. When she was on screen, something big was occurring. She was on screen saying, "Hey, you need to pull up to the office. We gonna have a talk with y'all, with you about Kaiju 8."
She was also on screen when they got promoted to being, officers and stuff too.
Yeah, she was on screen for that. Anytime she's here, something's going down. Something big is happening of some sort. We don't know what. When action is taking place, she steps on the scene, and it's raps for whatever's in her face. They kind of had to make her tired after shooting 2 rounds, so Kafka had a reason to go and expose himself for being a kaiju.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that she could have gotten rid of that bomb or whatever. I'm not saying that, but that is a direct reflection on why Kafka had to use his thing.
Yeah,
she's tired. She's the strongest one here, and she's too tired to do anything about this situation. This bomb that's about to drop. So
you think if she wasn't tired, she could have done something?
I'm not saying that she could have. I'm saying that I think that's why they made her tired after only shooting 2 rounds. When the last time we saw her, she shot 5 of them things. That rounds out our lists. Taking a final look at this thing here, I do like where we have these characters.
Yeah, honestly,
a little generous on the tiger, but the tiger could be a B tier for me.
Generous. I think the tiger deserved that.
That tiger was that tiger. Hey, that thing pulled up on the scene. I was like, what is that? I think it. I think it attacked that. I think it attacked that first kaiju.
I think you give the tiger a chance. He could probably do some serious damage to number 9.
Nah. I think it could have, but probably not.
I don't think it would beat him.
I think now Kaiju 9 is too strong. I think he's too strong now. He got intelligence.
It's not too late. Now we gotta get the tiger playing chess. he got to play some chess or freaking shogi or something.
Man. This round our list. Season 1 was a pretty dope season.
It was a banger of a season.
It was like we kind of said at the beginning, like I don't think I had an episode I really didn't care for.
Exactly.
Like everything about this show has been like pretty hype.
Yeah.
It's been pretty hype. Even if there was not a lot of action, like they kept me invested, through the story, through the characters, just learning about, the different ins and outs of how this works and how these guys need to do this. And
for me, the kaiju abilities, especially Kafka, like how he first became a kaiju, it was just crazy. It's just like it was like, bro, you can predict it. It was limitless. It was like, what the hell? You done got stuff coming out of him. He pinged through the nipples and all type of stuff. It was just like, what the?
I'm gonna be honest with you. We still don't know how any of that works.
Exactly. I'm starting to think he probably have the same ability as number 9. He could probably shapeshift to other people if he wanted to. Might have to take somebody's life though, but
maybe. I mean, that's kind of like that's one of the things I still find like exciting when I think about this series is the mystery behind it, like behind how this all works.
Yeah.
By the time you make it through the first season, knowing that there's a second season coming, they probably tell you some insight about, kaijus and how kaijus came to be and how the first, people even knew how to take down a kaiju. Like,
right.
You usually get that kind of stuff, and you might see it we might see it in season 2. We might, that's true. But at the end of the day, like, everything is still kind of a mystery. We don't know a thing about this kaiju. Yeah. We don't know a thing about this kaiju. Yeah. We don't know a thing about this kaiju. Yeah. Like,
I know he's self-destructive.
And then now we won't know anything about him. Like, he's dead. But yeah, like, we got so much that we still need to learn. Yeah. And it's we're a season in, we've seen a lot of action, and we got a whole new directive to follow. Now Kafka's got to kind of go on this journey and prove himself to everybody that he's still the same guy he's been, this whole time. It don't matter that he has the powers of kaiju. Now it will get more interesting because he's almost going to be asked to be a kaiju when fighting.
But only with his own division. They can't let nobody else know.
Well, I'm saying, like, whenever they're fighting kaiju,
yeah,
they're gonna look to him and be like, "Hey, man, like, go ahead and go handle that." And maybe it's not that he won't be willing, but this is a different ball game. Yeah, it's a different feel. Like, this is like, that's not something he was already doing. Like, he was kind of doing that in secrecy when he absolutely needed to. Yeah. And now he's immediately going to be thrown to the front lines for these fights. So I'm kind of interested to see how that plays out. You guys let us know what your thoughts are on the first season. Are you guys, liking what you guys see from season 2 so far? I know we're behind, but we'll catch up really soon.
Almost there, right there behind y'all.
Once we catch up, we'll be doing weekly reactions when they drop. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, let us know your thoughts. That's all we got for you guys. All right, Anime Head signing off.
Peace out, y'all.